All right, good morning, cyber traders. What a morning, what a day yesterday, what a week. Oh my God, a lot of bleeding going on. What are you guys saying? Oh my God, a lot of stuff happened here. Good to see everyone. Good morning, everybody. Good to see everyone from cyber trading. Good to see everyone on the social media channels. Looks like we're having a crazy morning. Down 616 points. Oh my God, we were up nice, up 300 yesterday. Now we're taking a big hit today. Good to see you, Ron. Good to see you, Grant. Let me tell you, bank stocks got some big problems. Can we be seeing the next financial crisis? I don't know, but it sure looks that way. Credit Suisse. I mean, let's just bring that up right here. CS. What a crushing stock right now. This stock is taking a big hit from last year all the way down. And just when you think you can't go any lower, the thing is dropping. Now, Craig on YouTube, it says rename Nightmare on Elm Street the Nightmare on Wall Street. I like that. That's pretty catchy. Kind of like that. Really cool. And it is a nightmare on Wall Street, but you know what? It's not a nightmare on Wall Street. It's a nightmare all over the world. I mean, listen, the issue you got. This is the thing they have to understand. We're traders, right? And I'm not here to throw my 2 cents, what I think they should do. I'm listening to all these analysts on TV. They're saying, you know what? You should teach them a lesson. Zero bailouts. There's got to be consequences. They go out of business, let them go out of business. It's not that easy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people have hedge pensions and this and that, but maybe they start putting people in jail for lying, whatever it may be. I mean, I can't believe I was listening to the owner, the CEO of SIVB, of Sonoma Bank. He sold like 3 million shares basically a couple of days before. The stock was at 300. I don't know. What is 3 million times $300? Okay. Well, let's think about it. $100 times 3, when you do the math, it's talking almost $100 million worth of stock. Yeah, Andrea is saying 9 trillion. Right, Andrea? I'll tell you, it is definitely it's definitely gonna be a fun day here going on. So anyway, regarding about yesterday, and we'll talk about what we're gonna be going on today. So let me just bring out this chart right here. So there was some really crazy roller coasters yesterday. So you can see some of the stocks right here, like PAWV. Let me make a 2-day chart because we had a great rally, and then now we're having a big correction. You had the PAWV that did really well on Monday because obviously, like I told you, remember I told you on Monday, I wasn't here this morning, yesterday because I was on with Bad Hedge Fund. I was doing a presentation at 9 a.m. Great audience, several hundred people were there, and it's just amazing how people just didn't know how to trade and see what was going on regarding about level 3, level 4, and all that good stuff. But I know some of you here trading yesterday, we did get a couple of runs ups. But if you remember what I told you on Monday, my biggest thing I wanted to hear is I wanted to hear what President Biden had to say, and I kind of figured it out, like they were going to do something to bail them out. And sure enough, let me just go back to PACW. Remember, he came in right around 10 o'clock. That was really the announcement right there. He, obviously he was supposed to come at 8 o'clock. I don't know what took so long. But anyway, when he finally showed up at 10:30, you could see it that the stock made a big run from $5 all the way up to $10, went up 100%. And that was like a lot of them out there. A lot of them did the same thing. Wall did the same thing. Big bounce. FRC. I mean, these stocks were $140 stock. This thing went down all the way to about just under $20. So we had some really good bounces. But the thing you have to understand is that yesterday, and overall, I know a lot of you trading here, it was getting really scary, especially when you're trading with an online broker like a TD Ameritrade or Schwab or Fidelity. The stocks got halted so many times. So you were out there looking at this stock. Hold on, let me hide this so people could see a little bit better down there. So these stocks were getting halted over and over again. So it was kind of hard to kind of trade them a little bit. And it kind of made things a little uncomfortable, but you had to get in and out of it. But being a student at Cyber Trade University, we teach you some phase 3. You got to learn how to scalp on days like this. What you train for is what you have to do. So all of them obviously are taking big hits right now. You can see SI. All of SI had a really nice pop too. That was probably the easiest stock out of them all to trade. The most, I don't say easy. I hate to use the word easy, but it was the most controllable, as in, good thick price levels and so on. I think it went from $170 to $350. But every one of these stocks got literally just hammered. I mean, you look at the long-term chart, you look at the daily chart, like, wow, that nice little volatility. Long-term chart, they got crushed. We also got a really nice move in the cryptocurrency. Mara had a really good move from that day. I mean, I guess that kind of like benefited from it. Remember, I always tell you, catastrophes make opportunities. All right. So it could be a catastrophe for someone else, but it could be an opportunity for someone else. I was actually at the dinner table because my kids were asking me, said, Dad, what's going on? I mean, I hear this stuff. California's going out of business and the bank and what's going on. And because, listen, you get they follow these influencers and always talking about all these little things. And somehow, I don't know how they come into conversation. But anyway, I kind of explained to them, it's like, listen, there are opportunities out there. And I was trying to explain to how some of you here might heard of foreclosures. Everybody's like, oh, the house on foreclosure. I was like, yeah, foreclosure. You never thought about, the damage it did to somebody else and that you're benefiting from that person's, catastrophe. So, but I don't think anyone ever looked at it that way. They say, oh, I'm looking for foreclosures. Well, you know what? In the stock market, we're looking for foreclosures, let's call it, and you basically bumped into a lot of them. But I don't think I don't think it's over. Listen, for some of you, remember trading back. If you were trading back with back in the financial crisis, this was the start of a huge catastrophe. Okay. And you know what? It was very scary times. It really, really was scary times. But and for everyone else, I mean, I was even freaking out. Even though I was trading, I'm like, am I getting my money out of the brokerage account? You know what I mean? Like, we're trading and so on. So there are some good opportunities out there. Let's be prepared for it. Just listen, just keep and listen to what the government is going to say. You want to see what the Treasury Department's going to do. You want to see what the Fed's going to do. Are they going to continue to bail it out? Are they going to, now you have two opposite. You have a Republican Congress, and now you have a Democratic House and Senate. Listen, this is not like a full one-party rules. Now you have balance, and they're going to criticize. They're going to do this. They're not going to allow this to happen. Some of them will, and it's going to cause some crazy volatility. So it's not like just writing a check. We don't need approval from someone else. Now they have to have a balance there. And I know all of us know there's been some really bad blood between both of them. And it all happens even when it was a full Republican House, where it's like, now it's like, it's like, oh, you did this to us, we're going to do it to you. So I'm a little nervous on that part, but it's going to help us in certain parts because it's going to make some big volatility in there. So just listen, what do we always say? Cash is king, right? So keep an eye on that. Now, what's moving this morning? There were a couple of really nice stocks this morning. I want to start off with this one, THMO. Look how gorgeous this thing made. What a great run. $2 stock to $5. It's up 145%. All right. Now, for some of you here, I'm going to bring up level 4 and show it to you. And by the way, for anyone here that wants to come tomorrow, I am going to be doing a whole demonstration on it. I'll post a link right there. If you're on YouTube if you're on YouTube right now, or any LinkedIn, Facebook, just basically there's the link right there. You can click on it on the chat, and all the members in the trading room, you're always welcome to come. But this stock right here, there was a big iceberg order showed up right around these $5 price range. You could see it right there. They pulled their orders, but once they showed up, the stock backed off. But you could see that these orders were getting filled over and over and over again. And eventually there was no big sellers up until here. But I still like the stock. I mean, it's got some good push right here. Let me just move it a little closer. It kind of like maxed out right around that big iceberg order. I don't know where he is. How many shares was that, by the way? It wasn't a lot. It was probably maybe 10, 15,000, I would say. But the stock did trade 3.5 million. Another good stock that's moving also this morning. So we got THMO. And by the way, bank stocks across the board. Okay. Bank stocks will go across the board. THMO, we got this one here, MVLA, another very inexpensive, nice trending stock. A lot of you here at 8 a.m. did really well with this stock. And by the way, who traded this morning in the Cyber Group room? Just out of curiosity, who's actually trading this stock? Franny, you did? Okay. Who else? Anybody else traded? Michael? John, you did? All right. Anyone else? Just out of curiosity. Victor? Good. By the way, for some of you who don't know, this is actually our trading room right here. You can see all the traders. And these are all our traders right here and all our instructors. Okay. Just letting you guys know if you're watching on social media. Those are the people I'm also talking to. So good. I'm glad you guys did it. It was a great move. Listen, $2.10 and go to 275 is actually pretty cool. That is a great run up. And you know what? If you follow the iceberg orders, you probably would have known that there was a seller right around there. And at 270, he's actually still out there too. But I noticed there's about a 20,000 share buyer at 325. And what I like about this stock is there's a 41,000 share buyer right now at 210. He was out there earlier. It looks like he's starting to do a ladder effect. Okay. So keep an eye on that. Nice little stock right there. MVLA. Obviously, we're at this time where things are starting to be slow right now. So I'm going to probably have to wait and see when the market opens up. There was a couple other stocks, but they were all garbage. I mean, this stock, you could see it really hasn't gone anywhere. This one hasn't gone anywhere. I didn't put any of these stocks on my watch list. They're all kind of flat. On the New York Stock Exchange, same thing. The ETFs are moving, okay, because the market is down a lot. And let's talk about the other one that's obviously making big news, Credit Suisse. You could see this thing just getting destroyed. Now, I got a little pop quiz to ask everyone. And I'm curious how some of you here that on social media would answer. But cyber traders, where's the support levels on CS? Let's see if you guys can answer this question. Where's the support on it? Exactly. 0. Now, could that happen? You know what? Who knows, right? All I know is SIVB didn't open up yet, and this stock has just broke all-time lows. All right, so you could sit there and think it all you want. They're probably going to have to do, like, if the company's going to stay in business, unless somebody takes it over, they're probably going to have to do a reverse stock split, which is that's even worse. Actually, Citibank did the same thing too, by the way. Now listen, how you trade on a day like today, just to let you know, I don't know if anyone ever looks into shorting. I mean, some people get a little nervous on shorting, but today's going to be a pretty volatile day. A lot of brand name stocks are going to take big hits. You could see like Tesla, and you could see like Facebook. By the way, Facebook laid off 10,000 people. Wow. Actually, that's good news for the stock. I don't know if you guys know that. That's actually really good news. Some people don't realize like laying people off. They're like, that must not be good for the company. No, it's a company's most expensive, the most expensive part of running a business is employees. And, not to change the subject, but did anyone know how much money the people were getting paid at Twitter? I couldn't believe this when I heard this. Does anybody know how much these people were making working there? They laid off, like you said, they laid off all those people. Elon Musk, it's not nice what he did. He took over and he laid off all these people. 6 figures, Mark, they were making $250,000. They were getting a $500 allowance every day to go buy food. They had Pilates classes. They had espresso machines. They were not even really working. I couldn't believe how much money they made. I'm like, damn, I would have took that job myself. I mean, to sit there and I could trade in the morning and sit there and get that. So they got free gym memberships that were there, Mark. They had everything. So the reason why I bring this up is that when these social media companies doing great, they probably overpaid these people big time money, big money. So those 10,000 people, those are probably those $250,000 jobs of people that are still in the Pilates classes and and the ones that are, you know, got the free gym groups, memberships, and hanging out in the, you know, the quiet rooms and stuff. So and they're like, you know what, they could hire people cheaper. You know what I mean? $250,000 is a lot of money. So don't ever look at. So that's probably why they're like, wow, we just took off, you know, maybe a couple $100 million off the books for people not doing anything. But so these are good things that to look for as traders. Okay. So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Now, regarding about what's trading in the market's going to be opening up soon. It's going to be a really active morning. So cyber traders, let's get ready. You see something, you say something, you trade something, you let everybody know. If you're watching on social media, everybody, we're going to be here back tomorrow. We're here live every morning at 9 a.m. and at 2:30 in the afternoon. We're also going to be, I post a link up there. Don't forget to meet us at 12 o'clock, have open house. And we're going to do a crash course on how to day trade these stocks and how everything's working. So you guys can get a little free education on that. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Sorry, I talked a little bit over my time, but let's get ready. The market opens up in less than 15 minutes. Happy trading, everyone, and be safe.